Hi, I'm Mark Zipp at Crocker Farm Auction. I'm here to discuss a remarkable example of stoneware that we'll be selling in our July 21st auction. This fair jug is one of 8 of its kind known. The first to come to auction in 7 years. You can see it has this wonderful, robust, thick jug form with a hefty spout that actually bears the potter's signature on it. For C&W Kirkpatrick, established 1859 in Illinois. Has this girthy handle. You can see potter pulling this glob of clay off of the spout and forming this formidable handle, and then putting this faux screw head at the base as an embellishment. Great size, appealing form, expert potting, but you can see what really makes this piece stand out is the lavish incising all over it. It's really a remarkable object, and from my small stint in my spare time as a potter, I couldn't imagine how long it would take to incise all of these words on here and then fill them all in cobalt, and then wipe all that cobalt, that excess cobalt, off with a sponge to make it perfectly highlight the letters. It really is a painstaking process making something like this, and that typifies the Kirkpatrick brothers' work. They really made the most artistic, the most time-consuming stoneware really of any potter in 19th century America. And the pieces that they wanted to get the most attention for, they would really spend a heck of a lot of time on, whether it's one of these, whether it's a snake jug, whether it's some of the other ornamental forms that they made. They really kind of put time to a standstill, and the piece was no longer utilitarian. It was no longer about making the most pots in any given day. It was about making these special objects and taking the time required. So this piece is really exceptional in that this fair jug, along with the other fair jugs, they describe a place and a time more eloquently than really any other piece of stoneware that I've ever seen. I mean, you can really imagine what this fair was like. This Union County fair in 1884. By all this writing and what the town was like, what the whole scene was like. We have on here the heading of this piece: Union County Agricultural Board 29th Annual Fair, held at Jonesboro, Illinois, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, September 16th through 19th, 1884. It's written in classic Kirkpatrick penmanship, always very well done. And then descending down the side, A through P, we have the different classes of categories that were judged at the fair. So Class A is horses, and the superintendent was William J. Stout. Class B was mules, jacks, and jennets, with James Holland as the superintendent. Class C was cattle. Class D was hogs. Class G, you can see he actually made a mistake here, and he put G in front of the E and F, and then corrected the E and F down here by adding them But Class G was grains. Class E was sheep and goats. F, poultry. H, farm products. Class I was fruits. Then it starts getting more, some manufacturing and some more town life type categories. We have Class J, mechanical manufacturers, and that could have been for farm equipment or other things. And then Class K, ladies department, judged by Mrs. J.H. McElhaney. Class L, fancy articles. Class M, paintings, curiosities, minerals, and seas. This is sort of like a natural history slash art category. And you can see it is not surprising that Cornwall Kirkpatrick was the superintendent of that class. Well, with his fascination with snakes and all sorts of other living things, as well as potting, he is certainly a perfect judge of that category. Class N is preserves, etc. Class O is miscellaneous. Class P is ladies equestrians. And that is it for the classes. But there's a whole lot of other material on here. Some are very charming slogans and inscriptions. We have the amusements of the fair. And this seems like something very typical, kind of tongue-in-cheek that the Kirkpatricks would do. We have the amusements: human race, ox race, and then a bull race. It's just very funny how they are writing about humans in a category of their own, and then we have other farm animals as well. There's a list of officers of the fair on this side. And we have the Union Academy of Southern Illinois. We start seeing advertisements. James Forley, General Merchandise, Cobden, Illinois. C. Behringer, Staple and Fancy Groceries, Stonefront, Jonesboro, Illinois. Alvin Cook, Stove and Tin, West Side Square, Jonesboro. J.L. Urey, Marble, you see it written in big letters, Jonesboro, Illinois. Then there's this great ad for J. Shire and Son, house sign and carriage painters and dealers in wallpaper, curtains, pictures, picture frames, paints, oils, glass, putty, and C. Alden's Block, Main Street, Anna, Illinois. And he's even fit inscriptions running vertically. These advertisements here for R. Johnson, Merchant, Taylor, number 5, Union Block, Main Street, Anna, Illinois. There's another one, another advertisement there, and another advertisement here. Then at the top, we have this great advertisement for Autrich's Egyptian oil with a picture of the Sphinx and the pyramids. The handle is lavishly decorated with an incised floral motif. And it mentions the Jonesboro Gazette. And it also mentions the presidential ticket of Blaine and Logan on that side of the handle. And then Cleveland and Hendricks and Carter Harrison for governor on the other side. This piece just really captures a moment in time. 1884, Illinois, rural country life, better than anything else we've seen.